Hey, so we just got done doing an unboxing of the Zotac GTX 1060 3GB edition. A lot of people would ask why get the 3GB edition. Simply one thing, price. It was only $168 shipped without tax, free shipping. So for that price, it was kind of impulse buy. Couldn't really afford much more at this point. So eventually it'll probably go in my rig. Blah, 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 blah. We just edit that out later. I don't know, we're just making it up as we go along. This is the first video after all. But at this point, potato PC. This is a socket 771 Xeon, 3 gigahertz, overclocked I think to 3.3, if that, running on an old 775 gigabyte P35 DS3L motherboard. Surprised I remembered that, using DDR2 RAM, got 8 gigabytes of it in there. At this point, a Cooler Master 460 watt power supply and a slew of random drives. There's a SSD hiding behind the motherboard, all in this nice Define R5 case, which has great thermal properties and acoustic properties. Again, it just looks a lot nicer than what's inside it. But hey, between the processor, the overclock, and the GTX 660 that was in there, been doing fine in Skyrim and 7 Days to Die and random games on a 1200 monitor, 1920 by 1200, so been more than enough. But at this point, with the 660 3GB card going in the wife's computer at 1440p, I'm going to be stealing this card from her. This would be the Sapphire 7970, some such version. I don't think it's the gigahertz version, but we got this for 160, 180, somewhere around there on eBay a year or two ago. And before that, this is the card I've been using, the GTX 660. Again, paid about $140 for this off of Amazon. So we're only spending in the 100, 180 range on graphics cards at this point. Are there nicer cards? Could you do a lot better? Of course you can, but we're poor. So this is what we have, and probably get about $60, $70 for this, which would go towards buying that card that I just got her. In the meantime, my first problem is that power supply does not have two 8-pin connectors. Won't be able to be using that anytime soon. Thankfully, for $30 on Slick Deals a while back, we picked up a EVGA 600 watt power supply. I did not want to install it just yet because of the cable management. I think I did a pretty good job. It was a lot of work. I really didn't want to do it again until I bought a new board and processor, but at this point, I think I've got to do it. So that's to be our next project.